Welcome back to Day 4 of Creating a Competitor. Previously,
Corrie began Day 3 with her two-part warm-up. The first part starting and stopping in short distances, and the second part riding longer distances at a higher speed with a quick stop at the end. She was then introduced to the U-turn for the very first time. Once she completed the U-turn, she then rode her first full circle. She ended the day trying to figure out the figure eight and learn that it came with its own set of challenges.
and with that, it's time for Day 4. Corrie's warm-up exercises will evolve over time to more complex exercises. Today, she's jumping straight into riding longer distances at a higher speed, focusing on coming to a quick and controlled stop at the end. Now that she's gaining a little confidence on this motorcycle, she's riding at higher speeds, meaning she'll have to apply more brake pressure to bring all that momentum to a stop. We have discovered a problem with this. Her hand doesn't quite reach the brake lever. Time to bring out our very professional, super precise, and completely accurate method of lever adjustment. Okay, maybe this isn't quite what's recommended, and there are legit adjustable levers, but in the meantime, this'll work. It's important to make sure whatever bike you'll be riding on the street or whipping through the cones is fit just for you, as the more comfortable you are, the better you'll perform. Definitely an improvement. Now it's time to review the U-turn from last practice. We're starting her at 22 feet, and as she completes each one, I'll move the cones in all the way to that 18-foot goal. The U-turn will be an exercise that'll stick around for her as long as she's on a motorcycle. Now that she's gotten pretty comfortable with it, it'll most likely be used as her warm-up exercise to begin each day of practice. Time to go back to the figure eight. When this exercise isn't taken in bite-sized chunks, it can overwhelm anyone beginning to learn higher-level riding skills. So she starts riding it opened up to 20-foot circles with only one cone in the center of each circle. Not a problem for her. Next step, to move the center cones to the pinch points of the angled cone walls. Still too easy. At this point, it's time to fill in the rest of the cone walls, which definitely start doing their job of throwing her concentration some. With a little readjustment, she's able to ride right on through. This is where things get tricky. Going from a 20-foot to an 18-foot. Corrie can complete a 20-foot circle with very little lean angle of the motorcycle, keeping her in her comfort zone. But attempting the 18-foot, she has to lean it over a lot. It's not an easy task. And you can again see when she enters the circle a few feet off the wall, she doesn't give herself enough distance to complete it. I'll be honest with you guys, Day 4 has been a struggle. It's hard on Corrie because she's still new to this, and being new to this comes with a healthy level of fear. It's a huge machine, and it can be scary when it feels like all the weight's gonna come crashing down. And it did, multiple times. We are so ready for a break and need to end on a positive note. I suggest she make a few laps on the outside of the pattern where the path is much wider and will be easy to complete. But Corrie is still determined to knock these cones over. Sometimes it's not a bad idea to stop when you're ahead.
Well, that's all I've got for Day 4. Stay tuned for Day 5 to see what I put Corrie through next.